This week on IUP NewsCenter, the moment we've all been waiting for. The construction has finally begun for the Chipotle restaurant here at IUP.
Also, the IUP Literacy Center announces their new tutoring service.
Plus, your latest updates in sports right here on IUP NewsCenter. Welcome to the IUP News Center. I'm Caitlin Himmel.
And I'm Bree Spitzer.
Demolition of Spots Music Center has begun Sunday in preparation for the new Chipotle restaurant on Oakland Avenue in Indiana. This restaurant will be one of the national chain with dozens of locations in Pennsylvania. The IUP Orchestra held a free concert for local elementary school students. This children's concert, which started 4 years ago, has become an annual tradition. The performance was held last Wednesday in Fisher Auditorium, which is located on the IUP campus. More than 700 second and third grade students from across Indiana County were in attendance. Under the direction of Dr. Stanley Chapatis, the orchestra performed The Carnival of Animals. This performance was narrated by Dr. Michael Hood, who is the Dean of the College of Fine Arts.
The Indiana University of Pennsylvania Literacy Center is organizing a 5-week tutoring service for children and adolescents in grade 1 through 8 who may need literacy help. Tutoring will be provided by undergraduate teacher-educator candidates from 4 to 7 p.m. Mondays through Thursdays through November 20th. The Indiana County Commissions mark National Business Women's Week October 20th through October 24th with the proclamation of their meeting last week. Officials recognize the role women have played in the development and success of the Indiana County business community. Now here's Steve for a field report on Phi Kappa Phi Tau's volleyball tournament, followed by a short break.
Here at IUP, our frats and sororities do more than just party. They give back to their community and to the less fortunate. And this is exactly what Phi Kappa Tau is doing.
Come to the Phi Kappa Tau volleyball tournament on November 8th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Teams of 6, $10 per person to play. You get a free t-shirt for playing. All profits benefit the Serious Fun Children's Network Philanthropy, which was started by Paul Newman, a famous Phi Tau, who's an actor and famous for his ranch dressing.
Serious Fun Children's Network. What it does is give terminally ill kids an opportunity for 1 week to get out of hospitals and lead normal lives like all the kids their age instead of being locked in the hospital.
So if you're available on November 8th, come out to Zinc Gym and support Phi Kappa Tau's Children's Serious Fund to send terminally ill kids off to camps for a week. Thank you. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to the IUP News Center. Thursday, October 16th was GLAAD's annual Spirit Day. During this day, millions of people wore purple in a stand against bullying and to show their support for LGBT youth. Spirit Day had supporters from all over Hollywood and social media using the hashtag Spirit Day to raise awareness. IUP took part in this day by holding a candlelight vigil in front of Fisher Auditorium to honor those who have been victims of bullying, intolerance, and violence in the community. The Pride Alliance and Haven Project sponsored this vigil as part of LGBTQIA Week at IUP. Crop Walk 2014 was held Sunday starting at Greystone and Calvary Presbyterian Churches on Church Street in Indiana. The Reverend Adam Stump of Creekside United Methodist Church led a group in prayer during the annual event. Participants walked around town or rocked in rocking chairs to help raise awareness to local and world hunger.
Lieutenant Colonel William A. Rush III, chaplain of the United States Air Force, was given a citation in honor of his military service and his devotion to God and his country on October 10th at the Ponderosa in White Township. This event was prepared by his family in recognition of his 30-plus years of military service as well as his love of ministry. A citation and flag that was flown from the mast of the USS Gary was presented to Rush by Tyler Mack, who is from the Altoona branch of the Penn State ROTC. Rush served during the Vietnam War and flew A-4 Skyhawks and H-53 helicopters. Williams' first solo flight was October 2nd, 1969. He served in the Marine Corps from 1967 through 1975. Workers from Sleppy Construction of Penn Run recently began tearing down the Spots Music Center along Oakland Avenue in White Township. The building is being raised to make for a Chipotle restaurant. The restaurant will be one of the national chain with dozens of locations in Pennsylvania, where food orders are being prepared in an assembly line fashion as diners give their custom orders for burritos, tacos, and salads. Now for a short break. When we return, your weekly sports update.
I think it's more convenient for college students to eat unhealthily because there's a lot of options in dining halls and just like in the different restaurants in the area, that it's easier to pick the fast food, fried, greasy type things versus the healthy foods. And they also taste a lot better whenever they're deep fried on all the grease and they're unhealthy and all that stuff. I mean, you can always eat healthy anywhere you go, just it's the way that you look at everything. If your friend's eating something that's unhealthy, you don't have to feel like you have to eat what they're eating. Just go to what you like, what you're hungry for, versus not taking off of what they're eating. Just being your own person is a big thing, doing what you want to do, eating the healthy way that you want to do it, whether it's staying away from the cakes that might be there, cookies or pies or whatever, and going towards like salad items or fruits and vegetables for dessert or different things like that.
Hello everyone, I'm Leah.
And I'm Matt.
And I'm Kayla, bringing you the stuff that matters around the globe.
They are now the world's only space program with a smaller budget than the movie Gravity.
President Obama listed potential waste sources that he plans to eliminate before the end of his presidency, which included the entire cast of The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
At this point, NFL players need to stay away from all women. Seriously, come near us when you learn to respect us.
I'm Evan.
And I'm Brittany.
And I'm Vicky.
And this is your Hollywood News.
Snoop Dogg's hotel going up in smoke. No surprise there.
Allegedly, Sugar Bear was spreading some honey boo-boo with
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds will be expecting their first child. I mean, with all the sex appeal that Blake Lively has, it's a wonder she can't make men pregnant. Maybe he's just barren.
Welcome to Advice with me, Kelly. Thing I have to tell you. If your boyfriend is being secretive, here's what we're going to do. Go to Walmart, buy a large piece of poster board and some markers, and write, "Pay attention to me," on the poster board. That should have roughly the same effect. I hope that helps.
Welcome back to the IUP NewsCenter. I'm CJ Tappy here to deliver your weekly sports news. The Pittsburgh Penguins defeated the New York Islanders on Saturday night by a score of 3-1. The Pens trailed 1-0 entering the second period, but that didn't last long. 2 power play goals ensued from Evgeny Malkin and Patrick Hornquist, putting the Penguins up 2-1. It was a physical game for both teams after the lead change. Later in the period, with the clock winding down, words were had between Penguins captain Sidney Crosby and Islanders goalie Yaroslav Halak. This carried into the third as Steve Downey laid a huge hit on Franz Nielsen. Immediately, Travis Hominick came to his teammate's side, and he and Downey dropped their gloves and went at it. Ultimately, the Penguins prevailed by a score of 3-1 off an open net goal by Patrick Hornquist. This puts the Pens at 3-1 on the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers faced the Houston Texans on Monday Night Football. The Steelers were looking to bounce back from a brutal 30-10 loss to the Browns. The Steelers trailed early, but 3 quick touchdowns brought the Steelers from down 10 to up 11. With strong play on the receiving end from Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell and the collapse of the struggling Texans at the end of the second quarter, the Steelers were able to seal a solid 30-23 victory in front of the home crowd. This win brings the Steelers to a 4-3 record and puts them at third in the AFC North. That's all for sports. I'm CJ Tappy, and as always, thanks for watching.
Thanks for the recap, CJ. When we return, more news followed by another field report.
Well, I grew up, loved drawing, making movies and painting. Ever since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a comedian.
Thought I had it all figured out.
I always did really great in school, got really good grades. I was involved in a lot of extracurricular things.
And,
I thought that I had it all figured out.
You know, I always thought I'd make something of myself. And then I decided to drink and drive.
Next thing I know, I was off-road going down a hill. And I'm dead. I thought I had everything planned out.
I thought I had it all planned out. I never thought that one decision would end my life.
And then I decided to drink and drive. Until I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
I thought I had it all figured out. Until I decided to drink and drive.
Welcome back to the IUP NewsCenter. Students at Marion Center Area High School prepared for a total pink out in the hallways and the stands for the football game on October 17th. The Student Council sponsors a pink out day every year. This year's seniors, Cammie Donaldson and Amber McClure, designed and sold t-shirts as a part of their senior projects to raise breast cancer awareness. The fundraiser produced over $2,000. Half the proceeds will be donated to Birdie's Closet, an organization at Indiana Regional Medical Center that provides women with cancer wigs, scarves, or anything else that will raise their self-confidence and make their battle against cancer just a little bit easier. Amber McClure told the Indiana Gazette, "I'm so happy and honored to have this as my senior project." 2 local IUP groups recently raised $2,000 for Indiana's County Office Veterans Affairs, the organization involved where the IUP Veterans Group, and IUP's American Society of Interior Design. Together, these clubs have held a fundraiser in the form of a Freedom Color Run. 100 participants in the form of both runners and walkers took to the streets to raise money for local veterans. The earnings will go towards a multitude of different transportation aids.
IUP will be celebrating India Day on Saturday, October 25th, 2014 in the Hub Ohio Room from 5 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. This event is sponsored by the IUP Indian Student Association. All who can attend can taste authentic Indian food, be transported from Bollywood to Hollywood, and enjoy dancing and singing. Please contact Singda Kapoor at stts@iup.edu prior to Saturday's event for tickets. Prices for students are $10, adults are $15, and children under 12 are only $5. There is now a clothing drive striving to help homeless families around the area, and thanks to the students of the Child and Family Studies Association for making this event possible. By teaming up with the Aaron Intermediate Unit, who help with homeless in 11 different counties, an estimated 1,300 people, they are bringing in all types of clothing and school supplies to various locations around campus, including Ackerman, Wyant, Keith, Sutton, Strite, Davis, Stapleton Library, and the Hub. On Saturday, October 18th, the Hub Ohio was transformed to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. This year, the annual Noche Latina, hosted by the Latino Student Organization, had a huge turnout. The night was filled with great food, poems, performances, and skits. Most of the performers were from IUP's own anthropology and archaeology departments. The melting pot of backgrounds coming together made the event a success. And with that, say it should be bigger and even better next year. And now here's Fiona for another field report.
Here at IUP, we have a new organization called COMM. We'll be talking to a board member named Kyra to give us a little bit more on it. Okay, here we are with a board member of COHO. Hi.
Hi.
So what does COHO stand for?
COHO stands for Community Outreach Helping Others.
Oh, wow. Okay, how long have you guys been here in Indiana?
So we've been here for a year. We were doing community service collectively as individuals, and someone decided, Nia Roundtree and Leslie Wallace decided they wanted to start a community service-based organization, more so geared towards different minorities who don't really do the different community service opportunities here at IUP. So we started it to help those who want to participate.
What have you guys done here so far?
We've done a clothing drive. We helped with move-in weekend, the freshman move-in weekend. We've also helped at different people events, like helping set up things and close out. We've done a bake sale recently for breast cancer awareness. We participated in the Indiana Garden Community Project. They were having like a day to help revamp their garden and plant different things. So we went early Saturday morning and was working hard with the shovels and everything.
Okay, so where can people find more about COHO?
So from any member, we have an Instagram page, we have a Twitter page, and from the members, we post things in the beat. We send out blast emails to different members, that's people who already signed up. So like from word of mouth, basically, it's how they can find out.
What's the Instagram page?
The Instagram is COHO, COHO_IUP.
Okay, great. Thank you. The organization's next event will take place October 25th, 2014. Make a difference then. It will support ICCAP, the Indiana Community Food Bank.
Thanks, Fiona.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight. On behalf of IUP NewsCenter, I'm Caitlin Himmel.
And I'm Bree Spitzer. Make sure to tune in next week for more Grade A news. Good night.